It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Happy New Year!
Oh, it's New Year! What? Oh, my gosh.
Hey,
Happy
New
Year's.
Year! Come on, celebrate. Happy New Year.
I didn't know it was Happy New Year's
Come on,
yet.
let's
He fell
go.
asleep at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I
last
did.
night.
I'm
Come
sorry.
on.
Happy New Year, America.
Ernie Johnson, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. In this game, we'll see the Chicago Bulls against the Portland Trail Blazers. Taking a look at the Trail Blazers, they're sitting at 500 over the last 10 games, kind of treading water. They'd really like to make a splash over the next few games. And Coach Fred Hoiberg, the mayor, a decade in the NBA, then a successful run coaching Iowa State. How do you think he's doing with the Bulls, Kenny?
It's a tough act to follow with Tom Thibodeau departing. That's tough. But, his nice guy demeanor can win the team over. A lot of new players, a lot of new things. It's tough. Good luck.
You know, he's faced some criticism. Players say he needs to coach harder. Takes time. They just got to stick with him.
That'll wrap it up as we take you courtside. Thank you for joining us.
We've got a capacity crowd here at the United Center. There is no better way to start off the new year than with the NBA here on 2K Sports. With Brett Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. Portland right now in the middle of a road trip. They come into this one very confident. They feel like this is a game they should win against a team that struggled. We'll see if they can take care of business.
And for the Trailblazers, they basically lived up to the expectations so far this season, and that's not really good news for their fan base because those expectations only had them on the brink of the playoffs.
Unfortunately, those expectations were right on the money. They just weren't ready to join that elite group of teams at the top of this league. And they're still in the playoff picture, and we all know anything can happen in the postseason.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, thank you, Kevin. Now, Lehigh's C.J. McCollum has taken full advantage of his opportunity with the Blazers. McCollum said, "I already knew what I could do. People are starting to realize that I'm here to stay." Kevin, his coach Terry Stotts says its time has come.
It certainly has, DA. Love the mindset McCollum has, stepping right into the starting two-guard spot with great confidence. And Portland starts out with the ball. Aminu dishes to Nurkic. McCollum kicks to Nurkic. Over Lopez. That one wide left. Trail Blazers on D and going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
And both of these sides were fighting tooth and nail for a playoff spot and split their season series at one apiece.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The incredible pair of Lillard and McCollum are at the 1 and 2. Aminu and Nurkic up front, and it's Turner in at the 3. Here's Dunn, following the score by Damian Lillard. Knocks it loose, and stolen by Lillard. Here's Aminu, the slam dunk by Aminu.
Good hands by Lillard. You cannot get lazy or he'll pick your pocket and go the other way.
Now, here's Dunn, covered by Lillard. Valentine passes to Markkanen. Lopez, a screen on Turner. Valentine kicks to Lopez. Count that one. Lopez has got his first 2 points of the night.
And right in the teeth of the defense, making a statement early in this one.
Yeah, pinpointing the rim protection with that attack, and no one makes enough of an effort there to stop him.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
This is sort of the joust of the NBA where the aggressive player, more often than not, wins out.
Now, here's Dunn. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Wizards in Washington.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the charts.
Well, if my counting is right, they've made 4 of their first 5. That's good.
His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Now their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
Here's Lillard. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Lillard's got 8 points.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
Lopez with the ball. Now guarded by Nurkic. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Dunn's shot's good.
There's just no way you are stopping Dunn when he's that close to the bucket. A skilled finisher and amazing athlete.
Count the basket. 10 points for Lillard.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Lopez a screen. Tipped away. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. Yep, that one goes in there. He's got 12.
It's pretty simple. I figured it out. He can't miss. Adding to the lead with ease and capitalizing on every opportunity. He can't miss.
And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. Here's Markkanen, following the score by Damian Lillard. Aminu over to help. Markkanen kicks to Holiday. Clock at 6. The feed to Lopez. Shoots over Nurkic. Lopez, no luck. Portland leading. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have. Staying aggressive and playing under control.
Well, more and more Lillard's about running this team, taking shots within the flow of the offense, and then he puts up an insane number of points.
Now, here's Dunn. He has 7. Nurkic with the double team. Dunn kicks to Markkanen. Feeds to Dunn. Lays it up off the glass.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
And Turner with the basket on the assist by Lillard.
Turner does a good job of just winding his way and burrowing to the rim. A good job finishing down low.
And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
Yeah, that's just not a good pass. I don't know what he's thinking there. A poor decision.
Now, here's Lillard. He's covered closely. Tries again. Second chance shot. And Turner with the lay-in.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Bulls trail by 6. And Terry Stotts now in his 6th season as head coach in Portland. Talk about the job, Brent, he's done with the Blazers.
Well, again, Kevin, his connection to Damian Lillard as the player that they thought was going to carry the franchise forward, especially after the departure of LaMarcus Aldridge. I think that's one of the key components of the Blazers and where they want to go. I think Terry can share the vision of the front office and the vision for any given team with Damian Lillard, and then he goes out there and tries to carry out some of the things that he hears from him.
Out of bounds, Portland takes possession.
And here's a look at numbers for Holiday. His last 10 games, he's averaging 11 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
I think you look across the board right now, and he's just doing a much better job. The numbers bear that out.
One of the league's elite scorers, Damian Lillard, able to score from anywhere on the court.
There's always reminders that Damian Lillard enjoys the long-range ball as well. He'll step well behind the three-point line, and when he's locked in, it feels like an effortless shot for him. Last year was his most efficient shooting season of his young career.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
Free throw good, Damian Lillard.
Damian Lillard quite literally wears his town on his chest. That number is not 0, at least in Damian's mind, as he's expressed many times over that the 0 stands for O, and that's Oakland, California, where it is that he grew up and honed his skills. So he never forgets where it is that he's come from.
The free throw is good from Lillard. And Brent, for Damian Lillard, important to give back to his hometown.
Yeah, an awesome story last year, Kevin, is he sponsored extensive renovations back at his alma mater in Oakland High. They recently retired his number. Heck, if you gave a lot of money to your school, retiring the number seems like the proper thing to do. And then he holds a festival every year in his old neighborhood of Brookfield in East Oakland. So, tremendous job of Damian Lillard, always recognizing where he's from.
And one thing they'll discuss are the defensive rotations. The other is in the matchups.
We're seeing very little help defense on the inside, and even when there is help, it's been ineffective.
Get a break in the action. Let's take a moment to check out the NBA's leaders in steals. In the third spot, Chris Dunn.
And he's been a rock for them defensively. Just so many steals for him this year, and so many of them have been in key moments for his team.
Holiday against McCollum. Double team on Holiday. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Almost halfway through the season, let's check out the standings out west. We'll take a look at the Warriors. Quite a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And, of course, there's the Trailblazers, 10 games behind.
And for the Trailblazers, they've basically lived up to the expectations so far this season. And that's not really good news for their fan base because those expectations only had them on the brink of the playoffs.
Unfortunately, those expectations were right on the money. They just weren't ready to join that elite group of teams at the top of this league. And they're still in the playoff picture, and we all know anything can happen in the postseason.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Valentine wide open. He fires and misses it off the right side of the rim. Portland leading by 12. Turner. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
5 of 5 to start. I think he's in a zone.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And then Lillard slams it in.
Aggressive and incredibly quick end-to-end. Lillard is always a threat on the fast break.
Now here's Dunn. Covered by Lillard. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. Nailed from three-point land. Markkanen's got 6.
How on earth did they let him get that wide open?
And the basket by Lillard.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Dunn kicks to Lopez. There's a screen. That's tipped. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. He gets it in there. Aminu's got his second basket of the night.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Holiday with it. Now defended by McCollum. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. And that one is good. McCollum's got his first points of the game.
That's something about all these turnovers. Right away, you're at a disadvantage defensively.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Bulls, Iritic comes in for Markkanen, and David Nwaba is subbed in for Denzel Valentine. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Onley's checked in. Now here's Dunn. He's got 9. The shot by Holiday, no good. Now here's McCollum. D right on him. Shot's good by Turner. 12 points for him.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
And Brent, with the big payroll for the Blazers, they've gone all in to win.
Well, some of the contracts that they signed are looking a bit questionable because their general manager felt like bringing everybody back was something that they could build on. And we'll see with the extension of McCollum looming, I know they felt like it was spend it or they're going to lose somebody. So they're all in, and could be a few more adjustments to the lineup before it's all said and done.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Paul Zipser comes in for Justin Holiday, and it's Grant in for Dunn. The Trailblazers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
One shot.
So, Brent, certain players are known for getting into people's heads. Who is a guy you played against that really challenged your mental toughness?
I'll give you 2 examples, Kevin. As an opponent, I would tell you that Vernon Maxwell was one of the less cerebral and more in-your-face aggressive players that I ever faced as an opponent. But on the flip side of that, Kevin, there were guys I played with that sometimes would challenge you mentally. In particular, one Gary Payton in Seattle. Always interesting to see how he approached the game, and sometimes even his own teammates.
But you always welcome the challenge, I'm sure.
Well, I take it head on. I mean, that's what guys do. They're paid to compete.
The free throw drops for Grant.
And for many years, the Chicago Bulls were viewed as a model franchise, always were competitive and in the hunt for a title, but this current version just can't escape turmoil from within.
And Grant drops them both. And the Bulls finally committing, Greg, to a full rebuild this last offseason.
Yeah, and trading Butler was the start of it. I mean, they got some young players to build around and a pick, and won't be an easy road ahead, but one they felt they needed to make.
Trailblazers leading by 19. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
This Blazer team has some good continuity and some good chemistry. It's a young roster, and they get along pretty well. They've got 2 studs, obviously, at the guard position, and they keep improving.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And from team dinners to off-season trips to train together, this Blazers team, Brent, led by Damian Lillard, has made the effort to get to know one another off the floor.
Well, that absolutely helps with the lines of communication, that it's always respectful, and sometimes it can be competitive and heated, but that's all right. Mostly for the young guys, the cool thing about it is that they feel a connection to the guys who've played several years in the league, and that helps them settle into their first year.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And that's what happens when you become too perimeter oriented. If you're not hot, you don't score.
I think if the coaching staff goes back and looks at the film and you assess the quality of looks, they're not going to be happy about it. At times they just failed to take advantage of the openings for the best shooters.
Hey, Brent, what are some of the biggest differences between NBA play and international play?
I think in international play, and we're moving more and more towards it, Kevin, is possessions oftentimes involve 5 to 6 passes and exploring quick cuts to the basket, big guys away from the hoop, and opening up space around the lane for cutters to get in there and slicing through with passes to get available scoring opportunities. A lot of these coaches have borrowed some sets, especially during international competition with the Olympics, that they brought back to training camps for the NBA season.
Passing, cutting, shooting. I mean, those are the most attractive things to the naked eye to see and watch.
You know what, Kevin? That sounds a lot like basketball to me.
Yeah, me too. And a chance now to review the shot chart for Portland.
Well, that is what it looks like when you are in the zone. He's been very efficient with his scoring and is leading the way for his team on offense. With every make, you can see the confidence growing, and I don't think he'll slow down anytime soon.
Passes it to Zipser. Here's Nwaba, and some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Grant dishes to Mirotic. There's the pass to Nwaba. Zipser kicks to Portis. Just 5 to shoot. Knocked loose. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Here we get a moment now to view the league's stingiest defenses. In fourth, the Trailblazers.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
Goes up off the inbound. He doesn't hit that one. Some solid defense from Grant. Ball's knocked loose. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here.
And let's take a look here at some numbers for Napier. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's around 14 points per game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
I think you look across the board right now, and he's just doing a much better job. The numbers bear that out.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Here's Leonard. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Leonard's got his first bucket in this one.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Grant kicks to Mirotic. Nwaba passes to Zipser. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Trailblazers leading by 21. Tipped away and stolen by Mirotic. Pass to Nwaba. Nice shot from the wing. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
And that was a game where you just sensed that they would get it going and somehow be able to come out with the victory, but just not in the cards on that night.
No, in the end, not even close to being in the cards. Maybe there was some hope for them early on, but by the fourth quarter, people filed out.
And so here is Chicago, following the miss by C.J. McCollum. Nwaba gets the bucket.
And that's about as easy as it gets. Not many guys are going to blow wide open layups at the professional level like that.
Good, nice play there from Vonleh.
The CJ, such an effective two-guard, not just a shooter and a great shooter at that, but a capable passer when his teammates are open.
Here's Portis. He's coming off a 10-point game against Washington.
Well, I think he was especially impressive on the glass. The defense had no idea what to do with him.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Developing quality moves inside. Vonleh has the length and power to do more of that.
Bulls trail by 19. Doubled by Vonleh. Mirotic has a wide open look. No good from outside. And Portland with the ball. Here's Connaughton. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Connaughton's got 7 points.
Yeah, pounding it inside once again. They have taken over this game physically.
Well, it's so nice to have the early lead. This is where you want to stick with what's working until somebody shuts you down.
Zipser kicks to Nwaba. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Bulls shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. The first one falls, and Portland making a change here. Davis is checked in. And Grant drops them both. Portland leading by 19 points. Goes right through for bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Just incredible flow offensively. Everyone's doing their part. Let's see if they can sustain this early momentum.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
72% at the line this season. He has yet to set himself apart in that department.
He's off on the first. And the second free throw, good. Napier kicks to Connaughton. He feeds it to Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
The go-go gadget arms of Davis allows him to dunk from anywhere within a few feet of the basket.
And so it's Portland cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. We'll return shortly. And now a chance to hear from point guard Damian Lillard as he explains his stoic demeanor on the floor.
I was taught to, never let anybody see how you feel. I kind of just embraced it, for my entire life. Just, you wouldn't know if something was going on in my life or not, because as long as I'm taking care of business and doing what I need to be doing, that's all that matters.
I would say we probably shouldn't expect to see Lillard starring in any reality shows about his personal life.
Lillard is a young man who is all about taking care of business.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And guys, the Trailblazers enjoying a nice lead here.
Getting high percentage looks, wearing down that defense on the inside.
Such a great way to get yourself into an offensive groove and build up some early confidence.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers, they've got McCollum. Davis is out there with them. And it's Connaughton in at the 3 slot.
We talk so much about accurate shooting. Sometimes accurate passing can lead to great shooting. You saw it there.
And Davis puts it in.
Now here's a guy who has all the tools to be a threat inside. Davis still searching for his offensive consistency.
Nwaba kicks to Grant. Here's Portis. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Textbook bounce pass there, perfectly timed.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, the Portland Trailblazers are developing a great chemistry for a young team. Damian Lillard takes the team to San Diego every September for bonding purposes, and he told me how much we like each other, how much time we spend around each other. That shows you a team that is really together. It is a unit. We have each other's back. Kevin?
And it's critical to establish camaraderie early on. Thank you, D.A. Sounds like Lillard has this team headed in the right direction. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. They set the pick. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Pass to Mirotic, 6 to shoot. Davis with the double team. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. And it's Nwaba missing. Trailblazers leading by 22. McCollum. Mirotic grabs the miss.
I still love the shot selection. The defense wasn't really a factor. They need to be more aggressive guarding the mid-range.
It's rebounded by Vonleh. Passes to Connaughton. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. The pass to Zipser. And Mirotic kicks to Nwaba. Here's Zipser. And again, Chicago. No good. And now Portland on the break. Here's Connaughton. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Mirotic has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. To the middle. Here's Zipser. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
It's just been an off night for him. That doesn't happen all that often, but the thing that you do at this point is not to push it, not to rush it. Let it come back to you.
Now, here's Grant. Following the shot by Ed Davis. Knocked away. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. And as always, the mid part of the NBA season, quite a grueling part of the schedule. Right now, let's check out how the standings are shaping up in the East. You look at Boston, earning the first place position with a terrific record. And we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And, of course, Chicago, quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
And, you know, for the Bulls, nobody was calling on them to kind of set the world on fire. But even those modest expectations have yet to be realized.
Yep, any glimmers of hope that may have been there early for them have all just disappeared at this point. It's looking more and more like a season that will not end well for this team.
The pick and roll takes great timing for both players and a feel for the game and what the defense is going to show. Brent, in your opinion, which tandems are the best at running it?
Well, I think Russell Westbrook and Steven Adams have really done a great job of establishing a great chemistry in the pick and roll. And it's interesting, Kevin, because as centers and point guards play together, the more games that they have, the more used to one another they are in terms of sometimes setting good hard screens and sometimes not really setting a screen at all, setting up the slip and creating opportunities that way. Russell Westbrook, Steven Adams, Chris Paul, insert player here. Pretty good combination.
Yeah, I like that. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. And then for the Trailblazers, Jusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Vonleh. Turner comes in for Pat Connaughton. And Lillard subbed in for Shabazz Napier. Count it. 14 points for Evan Turner.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Valentine shot good.
At least get a hand up. It's not too much to ask from a coaching staff. Just not intimidating defense at all on that possession.
And the basket by McCollum.
That's an unselfish play. Evan Turner with eyes up and delivers.
Lillard comes with the double team. Now, here's Dunn, covered by Lillard, outside Holiday. The shot, no good. Portland leading by 23. Lillard attacking. Second chance shot, and it's Davis missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Over to the left wing. Lopez. It's good on the putback. Lopez has got his second basket.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill. Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Done. Nurkic with the block.
Is this basketball or volleyball? Nurkic with the spike.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And C.J. McCollum, the league's most improved player in 2016, won it easily.
I like the quiet confidence of C.J. McCollum, who just was waiting for the minutes. I think he felt like he was capable of doing these things. He just needed the time. And with the time he got, he took full advantage of it. One of the best scorers now in the NBA.
Two shots.
The throw good, McCollum.
Yeah, and C.J. McCollum mostly plays at that off-guard spot with the Blazers, but on a lot of teams, you could see him as the lead guard. I mean, 6'3" in height, and his handles are elite.
And so McCollum nails both of them. And C.J. McCollum can step into that point guard role very comfortably.
Yeah, I mean, he keeps it on a string going right or left. A terrific ball handler. Calling him a secondary ball handler is almost not doing him justice.
Trailblazers have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession. And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between three-pointers and two-pointers tonight for the Bulls. Portland in total control. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. Their next game is at Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Turner comes with the double team. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Here's Lopez. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Commending the unselfish play there. What vision on that pass.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
I don't think he even feels that kind of contact. His focus is just too good inside. Nothing a defense can do.
Chicago has gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%. But they've continued to let them fly. And while we can now, let's check in on the top scoring rookies in the NBA. Lauri Markkanen third.
Well, coming in, you wondered how his talent would translate at this level in terms of scoring. And I've got to say, apparently, it's translating pretty well.
And Portland making a change here. Aminu's checked in. Here's Valentine. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's McCollum. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. McCollum's got 8 points.
Now you could just tell in his gait and in the look on his face, he's in a great rhythm. After a terrific first quarter, he is feeling it here in the second.
Now, here's Dunn. 9 points in the game so far, and there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's foul number 2 for him. Doubled by McCollum. Holiday dishes to Lopez. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Lopez has got 6 in the quarter.
And his teammates have to step up just a little bit more. He's been lights out. Needs a bit more support.
A challenging stretch here for Chicago. Valentine kicks to Markkanen. No good on the 3.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter. Well, he's got both height and length, and that time showed them both.
And Holiday kicks to Dunn. No good with the triple.
He sunk that 3 in the first, but's yet to make another one.
Here's Aminu. Here's Nurkic, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Lopez, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. 10 points for him. Here's Lillard. He's got 24. The shot's good.
He's been on his A game, seeking good shots, and he's a huge reason why tonight they're winning.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game. Myers Leonard, he's checked in for McCollum.
Myers Leonard.
Done with it. Picked up by Turner. Here's Holiday. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Lillard. Got a hand on it. And it's out of bounds as the Portland Trailblazers retain possession.
And a quick look at the numbers for Dunn. 3rd in steals, and his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And it's his lightning quick hands that have put him in the top 3 in steals. Also his tremendous anticipation. He's constantly all over the basketball. And it's Lillard missing.
And right now, I think just his demeanor's hurting the team. His shooting's been off, and he knows it.
To the wing right side. The wide open look here for Holiday. Drills it from outside.
There's just no excuse to leave someone that wide open. Communication breakdown. Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
The Bulls shooting just 39% in the second quarter. Dunn passes to Markkanen. Here's Valentine. And the Bulls another 3.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
And that one's good. Lillard.
Able to get to the paint at will and a good finisher. Hard to stop Lillard from scoring anywhere.
Now here's Valentine. He has 6. Dishes it to Holiday. To the left side wing. Dunn, wide open, he fires, and it's off from three-point range. Lillard attacking, a stupendous finish in traffic. Lillard's got 30 points.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Outside Holiday. Knocked loose. And now Lillard pushing it up. No one back this time.
Yikes.
Wow.
Well, that's an exclamation point right there. Lillard is a natural-born finisher.
Now Dunn. 9 points in the game so far. Lopez outside. Turner comes with the double team. Lopez kicks to Dunn. Bulls moving the ball around. They get the rebound. Nurkic with the block. Now here's Leonard. Defense right on him. And that one good.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
They're struggling to keep up.
And we'll see if they can turn things around, Kevin, on this trip. They can't continue to come up empty. Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Chicago making some changes. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Mirotic comes in for Markkanen. And David Nwaba subbed in for Valentine. And then for the Trailblazers, Lonley's checked in for Nurkic. Pat Connaughton comes in for Damian Lillard. And Shabazz Napier subbed in for Turner.
You know, guys, fast break points right now in their favor, and they're really pushing the tempo.
Double team on Holiday. Here's Mirotic. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
Well, in this day and age, big men shoot more and more three-pointers, and he's fully capable of a triple.
And Leonard gets it to go.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Kicks it to Dunn. Mirotic the screen. And another fast break for Portland. The Trailblazers running. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Possessing the length and explosiveness to do just that, Leonard looks good when he's taking it hard to the rack.
And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
The Bulls shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Dunn kicks to Holiday. Here's Portis. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Portis has got 6 points in the quarter.
You know, he didn't score the ball much in the first quarter, but he has been really, really solid during the second quarter. I expect a big game from him now.
Here's Nwaba. He's covered by Aminu. Here's Portis. Foul on the play. Basket counts, so it'll be a three-point play chance.
They did a better job of getting it inside in that first. They've lost some of that physical edge here.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
He's been doing really nice work at the line. 83%.
So for the Bulls, Paul Zipser, he's checked in for Justin Holiday, and it's Grant in for Chris Dunn.
One shot, find the lanes.
Free throw good, Portis. The Trailblazers shooting a scorching 68% in the game. Leonard dishes to Aminu. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his third assist on the night. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Screen by Grant. Mirotic with it. Leonard picks him up. He gets stolen by Aminu. Can't connect from short range. Nwaba kicks to Grant. Here's Zipser. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trailblazers. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Here with head coach Terry Stotts. Coach, what is going right for your team so far?
Well, we've got a lot of energy. Getting stops and getting runouts was the biggest difference.
And that gets your guards involved early in the offense. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. So far, a pretty lopsided game, but still one half to play. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Leading the way at the start, it was Damian Lillard. He had 32 points, 5 steals, and 1 assist. What'd you think about Portland, Kenny?
I love the way they're getting after it in the paint. Moving bodies, attacking the rim, scoring at will. Sometimes teams try to hurt you with the 3-ball. They went right for the heart of the defense. Look at them to keep pounding it inside and staying physical.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
Well, they're obviously facing a hot shooting team tonight. That combined with a lackluster effort on defense, recipe for disaster, Ernie. Without major improvements defensively, this game is OVA. Over.
And that will conclude our halftime presentation. We take you back to Kevin Harlan for the second half.
Welcome back to the hustle and bustle of Chicago, a time-lapse view of all the traffic heading toward downtown. Welcome back. The calendar has flipped over, and so have we, into the second half of our broadcast. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
Yeah, good things happen when you maintain composure. Their shot selection has been extremely disciplined.
Hey, Greg, is there a shot that he's taken that has been out of the flow of the offense? I don't think so.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. The Bulls shooting straight 49% from the field. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So the Bulls 5 right now. Markkanen and Lopez are together down low. Then there's Valentine. Then there's Dunn. And it's Holiday in at the 2-guard spot. The Bulls have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
And 74%
One
has
shot.
been the mark for them on the season thus far.
That's good from Lopez. Over the past couple years, Brent, we've seen coaches like Steve Kerr and Brad Stevens take more of an even-tempered approach. Could that become a coaching trend going forward?
Well, I like that both Steve and Brad have some very good players. That would keep me calm too, Kevin.
Yes, it would. You begin right there. I agree.
Yeah, I think we're seeing a shift in what it is that the generation of the younger players has grown up with. And coaches that have the ability to communicate always, Kevin, are going to come out on top. They get their message through, they keep their team positive, and they keep their environment pointed in the direction that is moving forward.
Excellent. The slam dunk by Aminu.
More and more, Damian Lillard becoming that dangerous playmaker, does a great job there finding the open man.
So it's Chicago now. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Fellas, Al-Farouq Aminu has established himself as a great defensive player, and he wants that recognition. He said, my goal every year is to be Defensive Player of the Year. I want to guard 1 through 4 and even 5 sometimes. I want it to be known that I'm a great defender, and I want the league to recognize that. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Aminu continues to prove his worth on the defensive end. His length and quickness certainly hard to deal with. Here's Dunn. Al-Farouq Aminu picking up that last basket. Lopez outside. He kicks it to Markkanen. Off target from three-point range.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, I'm not sure what the coach said at halftime, but whatever it did, it's lit a fire. They're now 4 of 4 from the field to start their offense here in the second half.
Now here's Markkanen. 8 points for him. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Count the basket. Lillard's got 34.
That's good focus from the Bosnian Bear getting down there. Nurkic finding the open man with ease.
Now here's Dunn. Turner covering. There's the dish to Markkanen. Holiday against McCollum. To the wing on the left. 6 on the shot clock. Great open look there. And that's now 9 points for Denzel Valentine.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Aminu with the bucket.
And a nice effort inside by Aminu, improving his shot selection through the years.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Dunn kicks to Lopez. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And Markkanen gets it to go on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got 6 assists now in the game. Lillard with it, now guarded by Valentine. Took him no time at all on that one. And that's 36 points for Lillard.
There's the improving mid-range game of Lillard. Just another way he can beat you.
Lopez kicks to Holiday. Now here's Valentine. He's covered closely. Here's Dunn. He can't get that one to fall. Now Portland takes it the other way. Here's Lillard. Can't cash in from close range.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Dunn. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
And you have to love whenever Dunn squares up from mid-range. His jump shot is just money in the bank.
Coaching staff high-fiving themselves there, watching that team move the ball around, doing whatever is best for the team.
Bulls have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Lopez a screen. There's the feed to Markkanen. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
Yeah, the defense there in chill mode. We all know he can burn them from 3-point range.
Nurkic can't hit. Chicago's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Holiday against McCollum. Double team on Holiday. He dishes it to Dunn. Takes a 3. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 7th assist here tonight. Nurkic lays it up off the glass. Nurkic has got 4 points this quarter.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
To the paint, here's Lopez, and the call will be against Robin Lopez. That's his first foul.
Go the other way.
Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
Ed Davis is checked in for the Trailblazers. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice statistic.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Dunn kicks to Valentine. Feeds to Dunn. Nurkic with the double team. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. Chicago calls timeout. Robin Lopez, a solid big man who can clean up the glass and, Greg, get you some points on the other end.
And Robin Lopez might not have great range now, but, you know, that could change. He says he's working on a three-point shot, and his logic is that since his twin brother Brook can make threes, it can't be that hard.
Yeah, you can't make any excuses right now for them giving the ball up as much as they have in this one. Hopefully they can get on the same page during this timeout.
And here's a look now at the shot chart showing the field goals attempted locations for Lillard.
You know, I doubt they came into this game thinking they would be doing this much damage from mid-range, but you have to give them credit for being able to see what is available in their offense and then exploit the weakness of the D. To be successful in this league, you have to be flexible, and they've done a great job of that so far.
Markkanen sets the pick for Dunn. Pass to Markkanen. Lets it go with the three. And Valentine with the basket on the assist by Markkanen. Markkanen's got 4 assists now tonight. And Davis, here we go. And he makes the bucket, drew contact, and gets the whistle too.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
One shot, find the lanes.
And the 13th pick in the 2010 NBA draft, Davis has already been with a number of teams in his young career.
Dunn with it. Lillard picks him up. Dunn dishes to Holiday. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Holiday's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Chicago. Lillard attacking. Here's Davis. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Davis has got 13 points.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
They set the screen. Lopez kicks to Markkanen. Holiday against Lillard. Shot clock at 5. Markkanen passes to Holiday. Makes it off the glass. He's got 11.
And you got to like the vision for Markkanen. I mean, a big man who knows how to find the open man.
Lillard dishes to Turner. Here's Davis. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Dunn kicks to Markkanen. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Offline with his 3. Portland in total control. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. And the basket by McCollum.
This is one of the attributes that Evan Turner shows off quite often, his ability to find the open man.
Outside Holiday, and right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
And until someone stops him, he's just going to continue to keep firing from distance.
Yeah, we got to be a DEFCON 1 here, because at this point, he is so dialed in, you got to get him off his spots.
Some changes for Chicago. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Mirotic comes in for Markkanen, and David Nwaba is subbed in for Valentine. And then for the Trailblazers, Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Pat Connaughton comes in for C.J. McCollum, and Shabazz Napier subbed in for Lillard.
And once again, Dunn showing off his all-around game. Not just an incredible shooter, but an unreal finisher on the drive as well. Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Here's Mirotic, and again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
The shot by Vonleh, no good. The Bulls shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Dunn passes to Portis. Misses the 3. Trailblazers leading by 22. The wide open look here for Vonleh. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Vonleh's got 8 points.
Artful passing on that play, showing a real desire to set up the teammate.
Double team on Holiday to the wing right side. Fires from deep. Frames the three-pointer. 9 points in the game so far.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Yeah, no question. It looks like they've rented out room along the perimeter in this ball game, and they're likely to keep doing this until the defense makes an adjustment.
A little tit-for-tat action going on the back-to-back trades.
Yeah, a little gamesmanship from range could force both defenses to maybe extend out a little further.
And Vonleh the bucket on the assist by Turner. Turner's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Dunn dishes to Holiday. Knocked away. They're running, and here we go. Good, nice play there from Napier. Napier's got 5 points in the quarter.
Out quickly, then the beautiful execution. You can't do it any better.
There's running the floor, and then there's running the floor with purpose, and I love the energy on this play. Boy, shot out of a cannon on that possession. Good look up court.
And Chicago has possession. Dunn kicks to Mirotic. He feeds it to Dunn. Pass to Nwaba. Mirotic the screen. Down low, Dunn. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Dunn's got 9 points now in just the second half. Baseline try. Here's Turner. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Dunn passes to Mirotic. Turner comes with the double team. Mirotic with it. Now defended by Vonleh. And there's the foul. It goes on Evan Turner. That's his first foul. Paul Zipser, he's checked in for the Bulls. Sharon Grant comes in for Dunn. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Ed Davis. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. Here's Turner, and it's Turner finishing it off.
Kind of fun when Turner becomes the offensive primary weapon for a team because he's got such skill level right now. He's on fire.
Here's Nwaba. He's got 9. Leonard brings the double team. Turner with the steal. Here's Napier. The putback. Here's Vonleh. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Vonleh's got 12 in the game. To the left side wing. Mirotic's shot is off.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
1:02 left to play in the third. Poked away, and that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
And a quick check of the stats for Turner. How last month turned out for him? Averaging about 7 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And guys, no question, he's a guy with some talent. But honestly, even he'd like to see those numbers improve.
From all the whispers that we've heard, he's been working hard on his game. It just has not showed up yet in the box score.
And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And when you can outscore your opponent in transition, that's always going to work to your advantage.
They've also taken care of some of the details in this game, and that's why they're ahead.
The Trailblazers have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Aminu's checked in.
Shooting 1.
And here are the Bulls now.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
This game is going to get even more out of hand unless they start valuing the basketball.
Portland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Leonard. It's good again, and the next one 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
How about Leonard not letting the D get to him? Amazing that he maintains his balance, especially at his size on that shot.
Here's Portis, buried from 15 feet out. Portis has got 11 points. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch. I mean, if you're looking to get back into this game, you have to get tougher defensively.
Grant kicks to Zipser. Offline from the top of the key. And so it's Portland able to put on a show for the ages. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Terry Stotts had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Defensively, we got to give a little more pressure to their shots, all right? Make them make the second, third, fourth play.
That's Terry Stotts drawing the line defensively, as I want the first guy with the ball to beat him.
And that's where a total effort is needed. Get back quickly, match up, call out screens, really the complete package.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. On the floor for Portland, they've got Myers Leonard. Vonleh's out there with Aminu. And it's Connaughton in at the 2. Passes it to Aminu. Picked his pocket. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Brent, the NBA has a new CBA, a collective bargaining agreement. How big a win is this for everyone involved?
I don't think the league has been in a better situation than it is right now, Kevin. And for the fact that labor discussions all took place behind closed doors without anything sneaking out underneath them, I think it was great for the league. It's been great for Adam Silver. It's been great for the Players Association. So it's nice to see the train keep rolling.
He misses the free throw. Good on the second free throw. The Trailblazers shooting a magnificent 69% in this game. The 11-footer, that's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his 4th assist in this one.
Volume scoring is not something you typically associate with Aminu, but when his shot is falling, few defenders have the quickness and power to slow him down.
Not often you see him take that shot. Zipser's gone 2 of 4 from distance tonight. Here's Aminu, and sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And Al-Farouq Aminu, the 8th overall pick back in 2010. He's found his niche as a defensive-minded, small ball power forward.
And Kevin, think about that 7'3" wingspan, which will help him defend against bigger, stronger players. And his skill game, though, still looking for some consistency in the offense.
Shooting 1.
And the free throw, no good. And Brent, every year on average, it seems like players get a little taller, they can jump a little higher, they run a little faster. What are your thoughts about raising the rim above 10 feet where it stands now?
That's a great question, Kevin. I don't think that's happening anytime soon, but
I can see you shaking your head and you kind of laughed at it.
I just can't see it
happening. The game is hard enough as it is right now, right? Is that what you're saying?
It is. I like your idea about making the court a little bit bigger, but 10 feet seems to be a pretty good number for where that tin sits.
About right, huh? And Felicio is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Maurice Harkless is checked in for Vonleh. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. There's the steal. Grant with the ball. Puts it up. Offensive rebound.
And how many extra possessions have they gotten because of that rebounding edge?
Well, there are numerous ways to build a lead, but owning the glass may be one of the best.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
To the left wing. There's a good screen. There's the pass to Zipser. From beyond the arc, Aminu grabs the miss.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
Yeah, it seems like they've been at it on both ends tonight. Tremendous all-around play from them. Has them up quite a bit here.
One shot, mind the lanes.
During the pre-draft process, Brent, we're seeing more and more players refuse to work out for certain teams and for a variety of reasons. How would you feel about drafting a player who declined to work out for you?
I think I feel much better, Kevin, if I had a tremendous track record and confidence in the scouts that I have deployed throughout the season who've gone out and seen these players, not just once or twice, but 10 or 12 times over, where we could still make the assumption about what this player can do for our organization without having some personal time or the individualized workout. So it's up to your staff to do their diligence.
Great awareness. No reason to take it inside there against the taller man.
Yeah, most analytics will tell you that the mid-range jumper is not an efficient shot, but you see how effective with guys like that it can be.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Back to Grant. Pass to Zipser. Out to the right wing. Clock at 6. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a three-point play opportunity.
Artful passing on that play, showing a real desire to set up the teammate.
At the line for the ball. One shot.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes.
One shot.
With the premium placed and outside shooting, Brent, plus defensive rules that lessen the need to defend in isolation, will we see guys playing for more years than ever before? Less wear and tear because there's less of it inside in games.
You know, it's a great point, Kevin. I think that you're right about that. I also think that whatever we're doing off the court in terms of the players with nutrition and training regimen, that's going to be another reason why we'll see players be very effective well into their late 30s and sometimes into their early 40s, which is about my limit, Kev. I'm still effective at 45.
You are. Very effective at 45. Here's Grant. Myers Leonard picking up that last basket. Now, here's Grant. Felicio. And it's Connaughton with the rebound. Connaughton's got his third rebound on the night. And Harkless slams it in.
There's your run out. Great individual play.
Yeah, beats the transition defense up the floor, and then the easy finish. Boy, those feel good.
Now, here's Grant. Pass to Zipser. Drops in the tray. Zipser's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Bulls.
Well, he just nailed his second three of the half, guys. I'd be very aware of that if I were the defense right now. Oh, and the D did not make that any easier. Can't fault the shooter for missing. That's a tough shot.
Pondexter from outside. That one doesn't go. For Portland, they've gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. Leonard. And that one goes long. Well, Chicago has gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. And for Portland, they're shooting 57% in this fourth quarter. Baseline jumper. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. Leonard's got 8 points in the quarter.
This is unbelievable. Leonard's caught fire, and no one on defense has the size or the quickness to match up with him.
Shot from 12. A putback. And another shot. He lays it in.
Pretty ferocious and sheer determination shown on that one. Easy to see why he gets those easy scoring opportunities.
And then Leonard with the dunk.
That's some good interior passing, and that's how you move it on the inside.
And Chicago has possession. So the value of NBA teams now on average over $1 billion each if you include all the different things they have and run. And Brent, when you take a look at that and take that into consideration, what are some of the big things the league has done to generate such growth?
Well, I think this is where you have to commend both David Stern and Adam Silver in terms of being progressive with how in touch they are with the game of basketball, addressing it internationally much better than the NFL has done it, in my opinion, over the course of the past 2 decades, where they know they've got this tremendous fan base, not only in Europe, but certainly in Asia and China, and they're more than willing, Kevin, to go to those markets, expose those players, and get them enthusiastic and excited about what our game offers.
And here are the Bulls now. Aminu missing his last shot.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, maybe lazy play calling or just going through the motions on that possession. This often leads to a bad shot.
So it's Chicago now. Aminu missing his last shot. Dishes it to Grant. Rob. Here's Aminu. Connaughton. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Back to Grant. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Aminu. Here's Napier. And count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And what a turnaround from the first half. I mean, he's been incredible here in the second half.
In other sports, the drafts have so many rounds, the scouts have a lot of work to do, but with only 2 rounds in the NBA draft, Brent, can the GM really just cover most of it?
I think the GMs, at least the smartest GMs, Kevin, have a great team behind them that gets out there gathers as much information as possible, and does as much in terms of not only the play, but the player, the dynamics of the player, his characteristics, what he's about, to bring all that information to a general manager and present it to him before the draft. Teams do a great job of targeting guys that they think are going to enhance their roster.
And now the international realm comes into play, too.
Well, if I signed you up for my Mediterranean scouting service, Kevin, would you do it?
Yeah, I do it for free.
I'll see you over there. Yeah, his shot just doesn't seem to be synced up right now. Here's hoping he finds it soon, because his team is really going to need that production tonight.
Basket, good.
And one of the stories of the second half has been all of those second chance points. I mean, they have been terrific on the offensive backboard.
Now, here's Grant. Looking to end the run. And that's 2 points on the layup. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Just one of those rare, prolific scoring nights for Davis. He has offensive potential if he can ever maintain that consistency.
The Trailblazers shooting and hitting almost everything here in the fourth, up around 58% from the field.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Here's Portis, out of bounds. Portland takes possession. And for Portland, they're shooting it as well as you're going to see, 67%. Missile on the play, bucket's good, he'll go to the line.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And for Mo Harkless, Greg, a one and done as we know out of St. John's, then first played in the NBA with Orlando, but he has found a role, it seems, with the Trailblazers.
Yeah, and think of it, the Magic basically gave him away. Felt he wasn't aggressive enough and not a good enough shooter. He's gained confidence here in Portland and parlayed that into a long-term contract.
One shot behind the lanes.
And Mo Harkless, drafted by the Magic, he could not find his shot with the Magic in Orlando, and they basically gave him away in a trade to the Blazers. His offense is starting to come around, and I think with the contributions that Nurkic can make, he could open up some great opportunities for him to be better offensively and more consistent for them as a rebounder.
And that one, good. Leonard's got 14 points here in the second half.
I feel like when Myers Leonard plays significant minutes, he can get himself into the rhythm of the game. That's when a lot of his better offensive rebounding games come.
Here's Zipser. Lopez kicks to Portis.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. And we're seeing more athletes use cross-training to improve their strength and conditioning. Back in the day, did you play any sports outside of basketball to improve your results?
Kevin, if I asked you if surfing helped my basketball, would you say yes?
Well, in your regard, I would say yes. It did help balance, right?
Yes.
What about that?
Hey, I should have surfed a lot more then, Kevin. And you'll take that shot every time down. Beautiful work all the way around.
Here's Davis. Chicago grabs the miss. Portis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Zipser. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Yeah, and the effort and anticipation on defense won't show up in the individual stat sheet, but effective.
Yeah, he takes a nice angle on it. He doesn't get the block, but he does get the alter.
Grant the pass to Zipser. Out left to the wing. Valentine. Offensive rebound. Here's Lopez. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, easy call.
Robin Lopez at the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That's good from Lopez. That one misses.
The team's struggling to come back. He really wanted all of those free throws.
Yes, that goes in.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And here is Grant. Lopez, a screen on Leonard. Here's Valentine, and the jam by Valentine.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
Well, that's a play that only works by practicing over and over and having a great rhythm with your teammate. You could see the timing there.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Trailblazers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Damian Lillard.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Well, he's like a carpenter out there. Great floor awareness, zipping the ball over to his teammates with ease.
Here's Davis. Here's Leonard. And he banks in the layup. Leonard's got 32 points.
I'll tell you, when you're the visiting team, it can be hard to maintain focus, but not tonight.
Tonight they have stuck with what they do well, handling all the exterior pressure, and they're likely to come out on top here.
Here's Connaughton, launches it, goes back up, and scoring with the play inside is Leonard.
Well, he can be a good finisher at times in the paint. Leonard with the size and length to do more of this.
Now, here's Grant. Defense right on him. Valentine kicks to Portis. Inside, here's Lopez. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, that's pretty much a perfect pass, and that's also alliteration.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They lead. 8 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Now that you can tell there's some bad blood here. They're just rubbing it in now by calling a timeout.
Or could be just wanting to execute well down the stretch. Don't want to leave any room for chance.
now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Myers Leonard.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw dropper. It must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
He came off the bench to give them a major boost and prevent 2 straight losses. That's just the kind of contribution you're hoping to get from your bench. Eight seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Now Valentine. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Damian, it looks like this team's progress can be measured by your improvement at the defensive end. And do we see that tonight?
We made some mistakes like every other basketball team does, but I think we did a great job of making adjustments. We got a little more physical. We did a great job of that.
And that led to a big win, Damian. Thanks for your time, man. Kevin?
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.